Gary defeated against Barrow. How do you sum that one up?
Disappointed with the scoreline, obviously. These established championship teams like Barrow, the good teams, and they punish you when you make errors. And I think we made a lot of individual errors today, and they capitalised on that. So yeah, I'm disappointed with the scoreline. That said, I thought at times our effort areas were very, very good. We're just not consistently good for 80 minutes. We just have a patch where we can't handle their big middles, and we concede back-to-back tries, and then the game's gone. But like I said, right at the death there, they could have got a couple of breakaway tries, but we scrambled really well to keep them out. So I can't fault the effort at times. We just we are where we are at the minute. You know, it was always going to be tough in this league against established championship clubs like Barrow. You know, they're a top four team, and I think it showed again today that, you know, there is a bit of a gulf between that top four and the rest of the league. So yeah, as I said, difficult to take the scoreline, the margin of the scoreline, but we have to take some positives. Again, we you know, can't fault the effort areas. It's there every week. It's just probably the quality that we're lacking a little bit.
How do we try and bridge that gap in quality then? Because obviously the effort's there. Is it something that will just come with time and as the players keep playing against these quality opposition?
I think, yeah, this is always going to be a transition period, but you know, we're doing our own work on other teams, and we're showing the lads and giving them information. But I said they're a quality team. They've been in championship at the top end of championship for a lot of years, and I think at the minute there was always going to be a gulf between League One clubs and Championship clubs, and that hopefully that gulf will close. The more experience we get, you know, it's difficult to take at the moment, but I'm confident that we'll get there. We probably need, you know, a couple of additional players in the middle of the field that have got some experience and quality about them, and you know, that's not knocking anybody that's played today, but I think it was evident that they're established players and experienced players just ran the game for them, and we struggled to hold them at times. We struggled to hold the size of that middle unit, which was very, very big, very good, and then on the back of that, two very good halfbacks and two very good nines that exposed us. So we've just got to keep learning week in, week out, and progressing and developing, and probably need to, you know, look at trying to bring some big units in that can handle those middle unit teams of the opposition, and try and get us on the front foot and try and control their backfield players a bit.
Talk about bringing people in. We had young James Duffy making his debut on Malcolm Warrington in the sense that I think he went.
Yeah, I thought he went all right, James. Yeah, he's a local lad. You know, all our loans are local lads. You know, this is the thing that we're trying to do. You know, we're a Rochdale team, and if we're bringing loans in, it's nice that we're bringing Rochdale lads in. They're all playing with Warrington at the moment, but they're all from Mayfield, and they're all local lads, and that's a big thing for me because it you know, it matters to them, and they care about it. So that's one of the reasons why we're looking at those as loans to bring in and try and add. But you know, they're still young men making their way in the game. I thought James did all right today. He's still got a lot of progression and development in, but he's definitely got, you know, potential. You can see that. So for him to come in and make his debut today, I was pleased with most of what he did. It was a tough afternoon against a very good team, but I'm sure he learned plenty from today that he can take away to improve his game on.
Looking forward to next week. Then we've got Sheffield coming in. It's another established championship team. We just got more of the same in the effort.
Don't get any easier, does it? No. You know, we expected that in this this competition. We always knew it was going to be tough. There were going to be some tough days, and I think that there'll be another tough afternoon next week. I think all I can do is ask is the players to go out and give the effort that they're giving, and that's what they are doing at the minute. You know, nobody's giving in. There's no negativity within the camp. We're all just very disappointed that we're not able to get the win on the board that we so desperately need. You know, we started really, really well at the beginning of the season, and then we got a good win against Gould, but we've not been able to consistently pick up wins, and that's because we're playing consistently good teams week in, week out. So yeah, it's a tough time, it's a tough period. But as I said, I think we expected that, and I'm not complaining because we all wanted, you know, to do away with League One and combine into the Championship. But I always knew that there were going to be some tough afternoons throughout the season, and that's been the case today. But I have to say, we've come up against a very, very good Barrow team. They are a good team. They've been a good established team for a lot of years now, and they gave us a lesson in how to play the game at times today. But again, as I said, effort gets you so far, but you do need that bit of quality as well to go with it.